Hi guys, welcome to week 2 of our topic Lights, Camera, Action. Now, as you know, this is looking all at the leisure and entertainment industry, and I'm so excited that this week is all about the beautiful game, which is, of course, football. The aim of this session is for you guys to understand how and why football changed over the 20th century. So how over that time period different things in football changed. Now within this video we include loads of different activities for you to do, and make sure you check out the kick-up challenge that I've also set you.
The Great Game. At the beginning of the 20th century, cricket was the most popular sport. This changed during World War I because many soldiers had regularly played football whilst they were away.
Okay guys, your first task. Now, you know by now this year is all about the Great Game, all about football. So you're going to watch this film, which is 3 minutes and 56 seconds, to find out all about football in 1945. Now, you might have realised by now that 1945 was when World War II ended. So see if that makes an appearance in your notes or not. While you're making your notes, there's a suggestion on the PowerPoint. You might want to write some notes about the boots, the kit, the ball, the coaching tactics, and who plays football. Now, these notes are only for you, so make sure that you understand them. It doesn't need to be legible for everybody else. Okay, good luck.
I'm going to spend a little bit of time now looking at the World Cup. So the world's appetite for football began to increase over the years, and the first World Cup was held in Uruguay in 1930. Now just 13 teams played, and interestingly it was the only World Cup that you didn't have to qualify to play in. So out of the 13 teams, these include the United States, Brazil and Belgium. So the World Cup stopped for 12 years because of World War II and restarted in 1950. By 1998, the number of teams competing was expanded to 32. Now, interestingly, the first Women's World Cup didn't take place until November 1991.
The 1966 World Cup. This World Cup was held in England. The final was held at Wembley Stadium and was broadcast in black and white on TV. 98,000 people attended the final match between England and Germany. The score was 2-2 at the end of 90 minutes, so it was extended into extra time. England beat Germany 4-2 by the end of the match. Geoff Hurst had scored 3 of the 4 England goals. He became the first man ever to score a hat-trick in a World Cup match. This means if somebody scores 3 goals in one game. The crowd started invading the pitch to celebrate.
Have a look at some famous footballers of the 20th century. Now remember, the 20th century is talking about the 1900s, so from 1900 to 1999. Now, which ones have you heard of? I'm not going to read them all out for you, but I'm having a look over them now. And to be honest with you, I don't recognise very many of them. I recognise Lionel Messi, that's about it. See which ones you recognise.
Okay, so activity for you all. I love this. You're going to get the chance to make some top trumps cards. So you're going to create some top cards for your favourite 20th century football players. So you need to do a little bit of research for this. So some internet access and some books. And there's a little example on the screen now. So you're going to need the name of the player, a picture of the player. So if you haven't got access to a printer, you could just draw this out. So a little bit of artwork. The country or team the player represented, and what the player was famous for in football, okay? So, for example, if we look at Steven Gerrard, he's plays for LA Galaxy. He's famous for being a great midfielder and winning lots of trophies. And then there's an interesting fact included there as well. So you could have a little look and see if you could include any statistics. So a little bit of a link to maths in there. You can compare these statistics. So are they a top goal scorer? How many goals have they scored over their career? And can you rank them in order based on the statistics that you found out?
Fancy an extra challenge? Extra challenge number 1. Can you use a KITS comparison activity sheet to investigate other changes in football? When you look at this sheet, there'll be a photo of a football player from 1910 and a photo of a football player from modern day football. Can you see what is similar and what is different between both of those, and have a go at filling it in on your sheet? There's a table for you to use to fill in what you find out. Extra challenge number 2 is, can you use a blank fact file activity sheet and do a more detailed research project on one of your chosen players? So on this sheet, you can choose one of the players that you've already been thinking about and do some more detailed research on them and see if you can fill in that activity sheet. There's a space for you to do photos, captions, subheadings and a heading. So let's see how well you can do research on one of your favourite players.
Final challenge now. This is a hot air balloon challenge. You've got to use your imagination for this one. You've got to imagine the world is disappearing. There are only 2 spaces in a hot air balloon that will save those travelling. Which 2 of the footballers of the 20th century would you save and why? So use all your knowledge that you've found from researching and creating your top trumps cards and choose the footballers you would like. Now, we would love it, Miss Swat and Miss Kirk and I, if you could pop this in a bit of persuasive writing. It doesn't need to be very much, maybe about a paragraph about which footballers you think and why. And we'll have our own choices. So if you want to find out which footballers we might choose, send us an email and we'll let you know. Okay, see ya.